fried rice. Adeyele won. Can you imagine? Adeyele won on top fried rice. Fried rice.
You guys go wide. Yeah, go wide. Yeah.
I am the originator of the song, so I dictate how it's meant to be sung.
That's very monotonous.
Adeyele, when are you coming?
Let's hospital Italian.
Really?
Oh, why labor don't be money?
Are you serious?
Yes. I don't think you are too cute.
Welcome to my story. It's my time. I Have the Floor podcast starts now. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of I Have the Floor. This is our third episode, guys. Woohoo! If you haven't listened to my first two episodes, can you please go and do that? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at I Have the Floor _. You people, if you're asking why there's underscore, please, that's the only name. That's the only name they had available. So I was like, okay, this is the format. I have to put it in. But anyway, that's besides the point. You people, I'm even on LinkedIn. Look me up there. I'm now on Facebook, on TikTok. I'm everywhere, guys. So yeah, look for me, follow me, share with your friends. Anyway, let me get to the matter. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about being fat and pregnant. Being fat comes with so many challenges, physically, mentally, emotionally. People treat you or make you feel so different, like you feel like an alien sometimes. The way people perceive you is just something else, but I'm going to actually address that on a different episode. So today is just about how I found being fat and pregnant. What was my experience? So this is a whole different ball game. While pregnancy is such a beautiful experience, it's also one that makes your body so vulnerable to so many things. And I mean, this is why men, I keep telling you, and this is for every woman, fat, short, small, whatever. When your wife is pregnant, the key here is not to get used to it, right? So the excitement will tend to dwindle, but the excitement may or may not dwindle after 5-6 weeks, of just being pregnant. So the point here is, don't now say things like, me, when my mom was pregnant, she used to go to Sabo Market early in the morning at 6 a.m. She wake up, she go there, she will come back, she will cook a 3-course meal for the whole family. She still baths me. She still did this. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Nana, you deserve a standing ovation. You deserve it all. We appreciate you. But times have changed. Wisdom is profitable to direct. At this point, it is your job to look after your wife. Look after her in the sense that you cater to her, understanding the physical situation that she's in. While it's a blessing and we thank God for it, it doesn't mean that it is easy. So this is the time to say, okay, you know what, babe, actually maybe we can order in once in a while. Actually, babe, maybe what we can do is I will take care of dinner on Thursday, Fridays and Saturdays while you just relax. Oh, this, oh, that. Oh, babe, don't worry, I can sort out the laundry. Don't worry. If you feel like maybe doing some mundane tasks at home may help you, with physical movement and exercise, especially if your wife is fat, it can help her. Oh, go ahead. But it's not the one that you have these expectations because you've forgotten and say, women those days, they used to do it now, so you can do it. No, we're not doing that anymore, guys. We are not doing that one anymore. I did not tell you people that I am superwoman. Yes, I have strength and all of these things, but that doesn't mean that you cannot help. So my men, help. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that for some of you, this is your first experience as well as daddies, but to be truthful, she's the one that is going through it. There are 3 categories to this thing: physically, mentally, and spiritually. You are there as her support system, right? And your job is just to make her life easy. Please, just do that. I don't know how else to explain this, but it's hard, guys. Whether this is her first time or her 5th time, being pregnant, you still have to apply the same mentality, right? And even so, don't get used to it just because you know that, oh, this is her 5th time. So this is not, this is not her first time down this corridor. This is not her first time in the park. She knows what she's doing. It doesn't matter. She still needs your help. And even if she doesn't ask, some women, I don't know why we don't like to ask for help. Ask and it shall be given to you. Simple. So even if she doesn't ask, husbands, still do it, still offer. Please, we appreciate you still, even though sometimes we don't like to ask. I still don't know why we do that. For me, I had so many things going through my mind. And after I reflected and accepted the fact that I was pregnant, go and check out my second episode. I was thinking, am I going to get GD, which is gestational diabetes? I'm already so fat. Can I get any fatter? And in my house, we joke around a lot. In fact, my dad made a joke once, and I mean, I'm pretty immune to them at this point, but it was slightly insensitive. And my mommy kind of told him off for it. But he said, you like this, are you going to be able to pass through the door when, you obviously get fatter and bigger when you're pregnant? I was like, how? Oh, Lord, that one penetrated my skin. Now it burned me. I'm not going to lie, but he obviously was just joking, and my mom, told him off. Thank you, mommy. Naughty daddy. Anyway, a lot was going through my mind at that point. Will my baby be big? How will my body react to this added work? Because it's already doing more than it should. You're fat already. Your organs, your bone, all your systems are working double time. It's carrying more load and doing more work than it's supposed to be doing. And then, of course, the Holy Spirit, number one, Amebo, kind of stopped me in my tracks and said, am I not the one that put the baby in there? You think that if I did not sign off on it, you think that it's going to happen? I am the only one who has the authority to give life. I am the one who told you to go and be fruitful and multiply. I am the I am. Adeyele, you'll be fine. Get over it and get moving. Don't worry. Just do what you can in this period. I will guide you. Make the right decisions and I will handle the rest. Listen to my voice. That guy is a master comforter. Forget. He just made me realign my thoughts, my feelings, everything. And I was good for that moment. So when I went for my first hospital appointment, NHS, I used the NHS. It's cheap. It's free. Yeah, so that's what I did. They do all sorts of tests. Your blood, your urine. They ask you a lot of questions about your background. Me, I didn't even know. They won't ask you that, is your husband beating you? And that they will now tell you that, is anybody else there that can listen? Maybe your husband is there listening on I was like, this is very interesting. I didn't know that they did that. So anyway, they shall ask me all different types of questions. So just prepare to be there for an hour and a half. They took my blood, fine. They checked my weight, so embarrassing. They were now telling me, I was telling them that, should I remove my coat, my shoe, my wig? In fact, I think I was wearing my husband's watch at the time to be tracking my heart rate and all these kind of things. I said, everything is heavy. Maybe I can remove it. Just shed some pounds. Then I said, no, don't worry. Everything's fine. Obviously, those were just my, insecurities playing. But yeah, I was just trying to be funny at that point. But anyway, then I said, let's do your blood pressure. I said, okay, no problem. The first band didn't fit. And I had told the lady, use the bigger band for me. That can see my hand has extra meat on it. She did not answer me. I said, okay, no problem. When it now didn't work, her colleague now came in and said, you should use the bigger one. I kind of just gave her a look like, okay then. Let's get an accurate reading. When they did my blood pressure, I will never forget. I will never forget the feeling. I will never. 150 over. Sorry, what? The lady now started asking me plenty questions. How far along are you? She now started, looking through my paper, my folder and everything. That, do you normally have a high blood pressure? I said, no, that my BP is normally normal. Me, I don't have problem with all this or that. I was not thinking, hey, what's going on? She now called another colleague. They now did it again. This time it went higher. And I said, hold on. Of course it's going to go up. I'm worried. I'm freaking out. You understand? This is BP we're talking about here. Somebody now came and said, what's going on? They now did it again. It was still kind of high and everything. Doctor now walked in. She now said, what's going on here? They explained. The lady just said, okay, I think she could sense, and I believe that woman was an angel. God must have just invaded her spirit at that point in time. She walked in. She just said, okay, I think she just assessed what was going on in the room. I was like, okay, you know what? Follow me. She just took my folder. Where's her folder? All right, follow me. She just told me, lie down on the bed. She took me to like a private room. Just lie down here. Did you like some water? She gave me some water to drink and just said, relax, that she'll come back. After about 10-15 minutes, she came back. She now said, okay, I would like to take your blood pressure again, if that's fine. She was very calm. She was very chilled. She took it and it had gone, significantly lower, but it was still higher than what they would like. So I think the cutoff is like 130, right? So I think I was slightly above that. So she was like, okay, you know what? Since your blood pressure is not where we want it to be, I'm going to have to prescribe you some medication. Hey! In my mind, I say, hey, Father, you see yourself, because you are fat, now you have to be taking old people's medication and your baby is going to be high on blood pressure medication. What effect is this thing going to have on my baby so early on? Me, that I don't want any baby that will now come out with 3 ears or 4 noses. I'm not interested in any of that. She now gave me some advice and said, okay, I think you need to speak to a nutritionist. They'll be able to do this, do that. Which I didn't, to be honest, I didn't actually speak to any nutritionist. Again, another nurse, she just called me. Said she heard everything. She just said, come. I think she was from I don't know where she was from, Sha. She just said, come, let me tell you what to do. Just reduce your salt intake significantly. You like spicy food, right? You like spicy food. I said, I love spicy food though. She now said, you have to reduce that. Me that I had plans for Ayamashi after this appointment, I had to rethink that one seriously. She now said, go for your walks regularly. Drink a lot of water. Drink more water than all these apps. I see all of them, all these apps. She now said, drink way more water than they say. It will help. And I said, okay. When I now saw the doctor again, she now said, yeah, you're high risk. And in Nigeria, guys, say I rejected the name of Jesus. Who is high risk? And I said, no, I'm low risk. I'm low risk and everything. I shall collected the prescription. I looked at it. I said, what is all this? And I'm now a pill popper. How many will I be taking in a day? My husband was so concerned. You already take your prenatal vitamins. You're taking vitamin D. And generally, me, I don't even like anything tablet, anything medication. I like natural, holistic. That's how I operate. I'm now taking blood pressure, taking aspirin, taking methyl. I was just like, what is all this? This is too much, right? For me. I said, you know what? I prayed. But I wasn't finding it funny, and I said, God, I didn't want all of this. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little fly whispering in his ear again. I'm sure he was like, what does this girl want again? Haven't I told you that I'm with you? Fear is not of me. Stop worrying. Don't you trust me? Why don't you even thank me for the availability of good health care and the provision of medication to help you through this journey? Why don't you see? I told you to realign your thoughts, realign your concerns. My daughter, when you pray every time you take your medication, make a declaration that it does what it's supposed to do and nothing more. Why don't you direct all your concerns to me? Stop worrying. I told you I am with you. I told you I am with you. Remember that the child that you carry is mine. I have the final say. I have full ownership. You are purely her custodian. My representation on earth. She belongs to me. Didn't I tell you that she is inscribed on my palm? He was just throwing plenty. I said, it's okay, I've heard. It's okay. Stop showing off. I've heard. Gave me a sense of calm in my spirit. Like I said, is the master comforter for me anyway. And there are other things that made me sort of insecure when I was pregnant. And normally, I guess for a nice average size girl, you start showing quite early, maybe around that 18 weeks, I think. For me, I didn't start showing until I was about maybe 23, 24 weeks. And of course, as I'm fat, I have a belly, right? And this thing bothered my soul. I was feeling the symptoms. And I know this seems a bit shallow to some people. I just was feeling pregnant. I wasn't looking pregnant. And again, this is my first child. I wanted to have all the feels, oh my God, look at my stomach, look at my body. Oh my God, look at the little bump. But I didn't have that. But God reminded me yet again, because I'm a little fly in his ear. Be thankful that you have a baby and that the baby is fine. And it's not like he was disregarding how I felt. Again, he was just teaching me, refocus, realign your thoughts. Adeyele, shift your focus. Me, I just wanted to rub my little bump and do that unconscious thing that women are always doing. Once you find out you are pregnant, you just seen the 2 lines on the test, you're already holding your stomach. That's what I just wanted to do. There's this butterfly feeling that you're supposed to feel, which is the baby moving. I didn't feel her moving until around that 24 weeks. And I'll never forget feeling like thinking to myself that, you're in there. You're actually in there. Like, it's so crazy, And again, I had what they call an anterior placenta, and it basically just means that the placenta attached itself to the front wall of my uterus. So that's in between the baby and my tummy. Again, so this further muffles all the kicks and all the movement that she was doing. So not only was mommy a fatty bum, I had extra cushion of my own belly. Do you understand? And now an anterior placenta. Just FYI, this placenta placing itself there is not a problem at all. It's normal, it's fine, So I was just thinking, is this another thing I have to worry about? I feel bad. But then I was now thinking to myself, imagine some women who are dealing with real issues. Imagine them hearing me and saying, so this is your problem. This is your issue. The fact that, you cannot feel your baby moving, not because it's a medical emergency, but just because you have extra cushion. Some women are going through it. For them to conceive, safe, problem. Then you now start hearing, they are bleeding every day. People are going through things, and this is your problem. I say it with my full chest. This is how I was feeling. This is how I felt sometimes. Me being fat, and I just wanted to feel what I guess, quote unquote, normal girls feel at particular stages of their pregnancy. But there we go. I will even never forget when I went for I think it was my 24-week appointment. Again, I was being called high risk. I rejected it. I'm not high risk. So they do these extra checks on the baby, of course, because, I'm on blood pressure medication, and it's not something to mess about with. It was obviously pregnancy-induced hypertension, blood pressure. But I tell you that, you guys, I cannot, getting emotional again. I cannot continue to tell you the importance of making declarations and just being very intentional about speaking, even for those that don't believe, right, in God, but just being prophetic about a particular situation. And that was something I was very intentional about doing when I first realized that I was pregnant. And this is even going into my hospital experience. I will talk about it another time, but it was fantastic. Again, God was just placing angels in different places for me. Because when he kept saying, I am with you, and I hear this, I am with you. I've heard, you're with me, no problem. The guy that I would never forget him, Mr. S. I don't want to out him, right? But he was my sonographer. I always looked forward to him. And I'll share some things he did. Man, I'm going to share it. I'll share it on my Instagram. I always told them, when you are booking me, book me with Mr. S. I don't want anybody else. And I know it's not even fair sometimes. He really had a personal liking to me as well. Sometimes he would come out, and when he's about to call, sorry, for any woman that had to wait, he'll go and check the tray. They look for the name. He will now see me. He will now be like, you are here. He will now go, where's our folder? Where's your folder? What's your name? He will now take me in. The guy was just absolutely amazing. He would always give me I won't say it was for me it's favor. I call it favor and grace. I don't know how else to say it. It was favor. I would go for my appointment. He would see my folder. He was a major blessing. He would make me laugh. He make me feel so comfortable. One day he now even asked me, have you done your glucose tolerance test? That's when they want to check if you have diabetes or gestational diabetes. I said, yes, I'm all clear. He was so shocked. He now said, I'm proud of you. He now even told me that when you come for your second baby, I don't want you to be this size, meaning he didn't want me to be this fat. I want you to reduce your risk. And he was probably one of the only people, I'm not kidding, I didn't take any ill feelings I wasn't upset. I'm like, why would you even say that? Who gives you the right to be talking to me? You just do your job. No. He just genuinely, I felt the sincerity, the genuineness of what he was saying to me. And this is when I tell people, be discerning. Some people are just saying it to make you feel bad, like maybe you don't feel it's their place. But I felt it. I got that conviction from him that he was just being very, very concerned. Like, you know what? It's like God is giving you some grace, some favor in this period, but don't let it happen again. And also, he used to print extra baby scan pictures for me. Because like, I have my scrapbook and all of that. So he just used to print extra pictures for me. So yeah, I was always very happy about that, And he was always gisting me that, you see, there are some people that are smaller than you. They are dealing with a lot of things. So they have gestational diabetes. They are having preeclampsia. They are bleeding. They are this. They are that. He now said, wow, that, you are really blessed. I said, you don't know who the big guy in heaven is. See, me, I'm good. Oh. So Mr. S, wherever you are, God will bless you. You are actually the best. And I really pray that whoever, has him as a sonographer, they get that same experience. And I always thought sometimes that it would be nice for him to see, my daughter, because for him, he just scans all these babies. And I wonder if he ever gets to meet them. I don't know. I just think it's a nice thought. Maybe one day I'll just be like, this is the baby that you are telling me that she's going to be this, she's going to be that. And I think it's so cute. I just think it's nice. So maybe one day, I'll take her to go and see him. I'll take her one day. So you guys just continue to prepare, like be prayerful and just declare. No, man, he was a real blessing. He really made me feel that angels come in human form, you guys. I'm being so serious. Just make declarations in that period that every experience, every appointment that you have, it will be fantastic. In fact, I will even say another. God is funny, Sha. There was one day he was not there. Honestly, he wasn't around. Someone else did my scans. I was just so uncomfortable. She was not telling me that, my baby is big. In my mind, I was like, my baby is not big. She's just fine. She's big in spirit, sure, but she's fine. If Mr. S was the one doing it, you won't be saying all this one. But then again, it kind of made me feel guilty. That is it because I'm obese? Is it because I'm fat that my baby is big? And for me, it was like, what a way to kind of sow a seed in my head, trying to kill my spirit. But it's not. And I did a little bit of research, and I did see some articles about the fact that there's a correlation that, yes, sometimes if you are fat, your baby can be big. I said, well, anyway, big or small, my baby is going to come out complete and she's going to be fine. What a way to test me. I think maybe that was a little bit of a test as well. Maybe now that I reflect on it, maybe it was a test, but I had to just kind of take that seed out of my mind and say, you know what, my baby is going to be fine. Again, if somebody comes and says something that is against your feeling, quickly in that moment, you will just just say, hey, let that Niger in you come and say, no, I'm not high risk. My baby is fine. No. It does not work like that. Thank you, T for thanks. Anyway, another thing that kind of annoyed me as well is that obviously my breasts are quite big, and they grew. I've always had big breasts. Finding a maternity bra was a mission. Luckily for me, I found 2 from Bravissimo. Shout out to Bravissimo. They are the only ones that had for me. They saved me. So ladies, if you are curvy, plus size, or whatever nice word that aka fat, whatever nice word they want to use to call us, and your cup size is entering mid-alphabet and one J for jug, K for kettle, sweetie, go to Bravissimo. You probably will find something there. And I could only find 2, and I was thankful to God I did not complain. Now, should we even talk about breast pump? Even breast pump. I went to get the Adeyele. Adeyele is a breast pumping brand, or they shall do all of that. And there's one that I really wanted. One of my friends had it, and I just thought it was fantastic. You wear the bra, you can move around, you can use your hands. Forget it. Ladies, if you are my size, just forget about it. You are going to be holding the pump. You hold it to your breast like this, and you'll be there for 45 minutes. I looked for one of my old bras. I created my own. Because how can I be sitting there for 1 hour pumping and my hand is like this? I cannot feed my baby if she's crying. I cannot attend to her. I said, Adeyele, your pump is hospital grade. It's a fantastic pump. Why not make the bra for plus size ladies? Come on now. You've made this amazing, very good pump. It pumps everything. It will pump out your soul. Bad habit, it will pump everything out. It's so good. But give option for plus size, curvy, fat ladies. Make something for us too. Do you understand? It was very good. But I have to say that was very annoying for me, to the point that I had to go and make my own bra. I made my own. Yes, I cut the holes, put everything. I created my own bra, and I was able to now use my hands. Now I have to say the pump, like I said, the pump was very good. My husband used to watch me pump, breast pump, and I will not tell you people why. If you have imagination, think about it yourself. Yeah, if you have imagination, think about that. Now, should we talk about being pregnant during COVID? Absolute madness. You are already obese. On a normal day, right? Being obese is not good, because all types of illnesses will just want to be hiding. Cancer, this one, God forbid. Different things hiding on that day. Now, imagine there's one mysterious disease, virus out there, and you are definitely at risk of having a severe reaction to COVID. Yes, then you are pregnant. And apparently, when you are pregnant, your immune system kind of weakens a little. And I would have thought that your immune system would double up. But yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. And there's a damn pandemic. I felt guilty. And I was not telling myself that if you were not fat, you wouldn't be too worried about all of this. To the point that the nurse was even telling me that, see, come, just open your... This was when, it was, I think this was around that March. Yeah, it was very early at that point. Just open your window. They're still trying to kind of figure out this virus. If you want to have fresh air, just open your window for 5 minutes. Breathe in, breathe out. Close your window. I was like, what the heck is all of this? Hey, Father Lord, help me. What I did to kind of, apart from trying to stay in a place where God continuously trying to remind me about the fact that I'm with you on this journey, you're going to be fine, everything is going to end up being fine. And it was. I also joined a lot of discussion boards and communities. I used to sit and gist with so many women. And I guess because of COVID, they couldn't go out, they couldn't socialize. So I'll just be there talking to all these fat and pregnant mommies from all over the world, which I thought was nice and comforting. But at the same time, a lot of them used to complain about how long it took them to get pregnant. But I didn't even know that. See, I did not know this was a thing. I didn't realize that being overweight could actually hinder or reduce your chances of getting pregnant. And I say, now wow, thank God actually directed me to those discussion boards. And I know it was for a reason. It was for me to be thankful and to have maybe some form of compassion for some people. Because I was like, God, thank you. Me, I'm on sharp, nothing. The baby just entered, ghost, gone. So again, I was thankful, and I was just saying, Lord, please don't test me in the future. Me, I don't want any experience like this. And I just was in my spirit. I was praying for some women that I hope you won't have this experience again of trying to get pregnant and it's taking so long. Another thing that I realized, and this was a major conversation on one of my boards, like we were talking about it a lot, and for some reason, before I even went to the those discussion boards, I thought I was the only one that was feeling that way. It's really nice to have a community. I'm not going to lie, just a bunch of fat mommies. I was looking at my belly. So most women are smaller in size. They get to have a nice round D belly, the letter D, right? But because I am fat, or I have a little bit of fat on my belly, obviously. So mine was the shape of a B. And again, this seems so shallow. It's like, they has come again, all these physical things. But that's what I wanted to just have, that same experience like everybody does, right? And I feel like God just answered this prayer, because after some time, all of a sudden, my belly kind of just nicely rounded out. And it was so cute. Yeah, so after some time, my belly just kind of nicely rounded out, and it was so cute and, very, very nice and round. And I felt normal. I know that for some people, this is not a thing. But for people who deal with some sort of physical insecurities. This is a thing for me. I just felt very normal. I have my nice round belly. I'm pregnant. I feel like God was just like, just round out her belly for her. Just give her this one thing. Let everything just... I felt nice. I felt good. And yeah, do I want to get into the fact that I actually lost 18 kilograms while I was pregnant? I'll talk about the fact that I gained everything back, which is a big shame because I was looking nice and sweet. My mom was even like, you're looking so good. Though. You look like how you look when you are in this. I said, oh well, but I gained everything back and I'll explain why. So I would say that my advice, to be honest, if you are obese, fat, overweight, please just try to lose at least 10 to 15 kilos before you get pregnant. I don't need to go into more detail. You'll be healthier. You'll feel better. Trust me. Please. I don't see, trust is a very big thing to ask. Trust me already. You have so much to be paranoid about during pregnancy. And I feel like a lot of women, fat or slim or average, whatever, we can all attest to this. There's enough to be paranoid about. But you don't want your weight to be another thing that you have to worry about. Do you understand? And I don't know, I just got another sense of something right now. Weight, apart from the physical weight, whatever it is that you might be dealing with, that is a weight on you before you get pregnant. Try as much as possible to have a coping mechanism for it or deal with it. Whatever insecurity it is that you might have, deal with that weight, whatever it is, because when you are pregnant, that is an opportunity for you to be centering yourself with God. Just try and center yourself, be at peace with so many things. You have a lot to think about in that period. Like I said, there's enough to be paranoid about. You don't need that excess weight on you. Now I go back to the physical part of things. You don't want to be high risk. You don't need more to worry about. Ladies, try your best. Lose the weight. Most of us fatties, we can give you full diet. We know the whole thing from beginning to end. Exercise plan, diet plan. The problem is always to execute it. May God help us. But please, ladies, if you can, and I know it might sound like, oh, but did you do it before you got pregnant? I'm only now telling you, please just do it if you can. Somebody will say, okay, well, I'm already pregnant. Oh, fantastic. Congratulations. From the moment you find out, make sure everything that you are doing is adding value. Go for your walks. Don't go and now start doing any serious exercise. Don't go and do all that one. I had the bright idea of doing that. My mom, of course, she went to go and do research. Because one day, I think I must have sent a selfie to the family group. Like, oh my God, guys, just working out. Mommy, you went to go. Usual. Madam, she went on Google. She just called me, said, Adeyele, I've done my research. You're not supposed to be exercising. Just go and do light one. Go for your walks, which I did twice a day. Get your headphones, earphones, whatever. Carry your water bottle for yourself. If you want to carry a small snack, almonds. If you are allergic, obviously don't do that, but a nice snack that will add value. Get your comfortable shoes and keep it moving. Use the time to even do prayer walk and talk to your baby, right? Do it. It will help you. If you're already pregnant, just do it. It will help you, right? Have a good support system around you mentally. If they are there to gas you up, let them gas you up, to make you feel good, to pray with you, to make you laugh, to just do whatever. Have a good support system around you. I don't need to tell you people to eat well. All the apps, they will tell you all these things. But we can say, I'm pregnant and my hormones are doing one kind. I will just, okay now, do it and see what will happen. Because you're already fat. Do it and see what will happen. Eat well, you guys. Have your fruits, your veggies. Look in detail. Don't just eat fruit and veggies just to eat it. Think about the organ that you are trying to uplift at that moment. If it is your heart, what are you eating? If it is your brain, are you going to have blueberries? Think about your liver, your kidneys. Target organs for your body and eat foods that support them. Food is medicine. So drink water. Drink water 4 liters. Me, I like water anyway, so I will always tell people 4 liters of water every day. Hey, let me not talk about my toilet series. Oh Lord, that's another time. Once you implement these simple changes, you are putting yourself in the best position. God forbid anything else happens, but at least you are doing your bit within those circumstances already. And I think that, I am not a medical professional, so please, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I don't think you would gain much weight. I think you'd probably just gain the baby weight. You'll be fine by God's grace. But implement all these things. At least it will help you to maintain the weight that you have. Just gain the baby weight alone. Simple. Me, I love smoothies. I will show you a video. I think there was a recipe that I had. Yes, I'll share that one with you guys. I made it myself, and I was pregnant during the summer, and luckily for me, God bless me, I have AC in my house here in the UK. Yes, we have air conditioning. I will just go and make one nice smoothie the night before. I put it in the freezer. It will now be like slushy ice. Ice lolly. I will elevate my legs in my living room. Hey, father. elevate my legs in the living room. Put Netflix on. I don't even know what I was watching. Whether it was Love is Blind or all this or that different shows. Oh, more this guy. Elevate my leg. Suck on the thing. So sweet, so nice. Oh, no. Sometimes I'll just fall asleep with my big fat body. On the couch with the AC blowing on my stomach, on my leg. I'll just, what again? What is there again in life? What else again? I'm just chilling, just relaxing. So my dears, even if you are not fat, you can implement the above, right? Some will say, Yele, no be common sense. Me, I'm just talking my own. I'm just doing what my oga up there say I should do. So ladies, let's take care of ourselves in that season of our lives. Let's do right by ourselves. But you guys, those are some of my insecurities, my challenges of being fat and pregnant. I thank God that it all went well. But I know for a fact, you people, if you find that I'm pregnant again and you see me still rolling everywhere, please ask me questions. But I know for a fact that the next time I'm trying to have my second baby, there is no way, just like what Mr. S said, you don't want to see me like this. Lie. Even if it's that I have lost 25 kilograms, 20 kilograms, I have to ensure that I am in a much better place, physically, mentally, whateverly, to ensure that I have the best pregnancy experience possible. I would even say that for me, I'm not going to lie, this experience actually felt normal, apart from those being fat insecurities. Some of my friends who are slim, normal size, I have a lot of them. They had a rougher time. They had a rough time. I'm not going to lie. So I can say that I was blessed. But see, I've told God, no bright ideas with my second child. Please let me just lose weight first. Let me lose a bit of weight, and then I cannot have a much healthier pregnancy. Not the one that somebody will come and be telling me that I'm high risk. I'm not high risk. So you guys, that's what I have to share with you guys today. Being fat and pregnant, it's not good to be fat. I'm not going to be one of those people that will be saying, oh, fat power. There's nothing like that. It's not good for the body. Do what you can to get into a healthier space. Tell yourself the truth. I've always said it is not good. If you are confident, that's all well and good. Be confident. I'm not knocking your confidence. I try to be confident when I need to be all the time. But that doesn't mean that I don't look at myself and say, Yele, this is not good. It is not good. Don't be fat. Don't be this. Don't be that. It's not good. So for me, that's what it is right now. All right, guys. I've said enough. As usual, thank you for joining me. Talk to me. Share your experiences with me. Let's talk. Let's gist. Let's catch cruise. I actually have a new feature on my on my with my podcast, where you can talk to me anonymously. I can help you solve some problems. We can talk, we can gist, I can consult some people. You never know. I might have a guest that will just come, we'll talk, we'll try and solve your issues or give you some advice. If you want to listen, if you don't want to listen, it's still okay. But yeah, guys, check it out. Talk to me, send me some messages. As always, follow me on Instagram at IHaveTheFloor_. Please engage with me there, and send me an email if you want to talk to me privately about something. IHaveTheFloorPod@gmail.com. Yeah, so all the information is on my Instagram. Follow me. Love and light, everybody. I love you all for trying. And until next time, I have the floor. Bye.